Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Entrepreneur Showcase Series brought to you by Patranya Media LLC and Parkway Media Partners. And our episode today, we're so excited to be talking to a mother and son who own a business together, actually several businesses, and just to talk about their experience. And it's just so amazing because this is the son is actually just a teenager, still in high school, and his mom is helping to launch this business. So this is what's happening. And I think it's so great for them to come share this experience with us on this show because they're both entrepreneurs and doing amazing and just doing great things for the community as well. So you see them right there. So let me first introduce the mom of the family, Jessica Vargas. And Jessica is the owner of two businesses, Jess V Photography and Jess V Art. Thank you so much, Jessica, for joining us today.
Thank you, Patranya, for having me here and
Yeah, thank
hosting
you.
us
And
today.
yeah, feel free to speak up and be loud. We want to hear you and talk to you about this business. And we're so great that you brought your son. His name is Jonathan Lugo. Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, and we're going to talk about your business. You helped start with your mom. It's called Pic Me Photobooth. But Jessica, let me start with you. So let me, you have a great story. You're a veteran, right? Like you were in the U.S. Army for a number of years.
Yes, I'm a veteran. I was in the United States Marine Corps for 4
Oh,
years.
that's right. You're in the Marines. How many
Yes,
years were you in the Marines?
I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years.
For
And
4 years.
yes, ma'am, joined straight out of high school.
Yeah, and you are a woman-owned business. You were in the Marines for 4 years. Did you start your business right after you got out of the Marines, or how long after you got out of the military that you started your business?
I, s- that's a great question. When I got out of the Marines, I actually had Jonathan, my son, and I took a
Oh,
year off so I can raise him. Then shortly after, I became an esthetician. So I started that business first. That was a beauty industry business. I had a lot of fun with it, but there was something missing. And as a Marine, I like to challenge myself. And I went back to school to study
yeah.
photography. And it just opened a new world of possibilities. I fell in love with the art of making images, still images, and capturing beautiful moments. And that's how I started my photography business, Just Be Photography. I am a freelance photographer and I photograph anything really from weddings to events to family portraiture. And then I have my other business, which is the art part. The art part was the original one. It's my fine art. I love capturing beautiful abstract or landscape photography. That's what I set my goal to do. And during COVID, Just Be Photography was born because I kept getting people asking me to do portraiture photography, and I kept referring out. And eventually I said, I have a camera. I know how to do this stuff. Let me go ahead
Mhm.
and roll with it. I mean, fine art during COVID, I bought my business, and I just remember that we were shut down. And I got demotivated, and I remember thinking, huh, more people are buying toilet paper than fine art right now. The you
Right,
know
right.
our necessity for just survival and so forth, but there's a human connection to photography. So I started doing portraiture photography during COVID in these beautiful landscapes, and it just made me really fall in love with capturing these moments for my clients.
Yeah, and I've seen your work, and you do such great work and beautiful work, and also both your photography and your art as well. And so, doing it during COVID and starting and everything, I'm sure that's a challenge, but you were able to do it and keep it going and was able to inspire your son to kind of get into the business himself. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But Jonathan, since you're here, let's talk about this. Like and how old are you? You're 17?
Yes, 17.
17. How is it kind of like blows your mind a little bit that you're 17 years old? Did you ever think that you're going to be starting your own business at this age?
I mean, sometimes I don't even believe I'm 17 right now. And
You forget.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's great to prepare for real life because it comes to you as fast as possible. I still remember when I was in freshman year, I still feel like I am, but uh,
Mhm.
I'm already going on 18, and
Yeah.
we started Pic Me Photobooths to really help out with a lot of people who need photos at their parties
Yeah.
or
So tell me
events.
a little bit about this business, Pick Me Photo Booth. What is different about this kind of photo booth business compared to other businesses out there?
Well, first of all, it's fully mobile, so it's a fully collapsible photo booth. Most are usually like big boxes that you see at like the malls. Those aren't really able to be transported. We can set it up within 10 to 20 minutes, I would say, and
Ooh.
have everything ready for anybody's photos, however they want them. We can personalize them for them.
Yeah, and it's so popular these days, and we're seeing some of the pictures of you in action there, Jonathan. What's been the best thing about running this business and doing this and just learning so much about entrepreneurship?
Well, besides the food, being able to experience a lot of different people's like kind of like how they celebrate their own parties, being able to
Right.
see like basically different kinds of worlds because it's not all the same kind of like demographic that you're working with. There's a lot of people who are they could be baby showers, they can be birthday parties, they can be homecomings, they can
Yeah.
be anything really. And I think that's like the glory of it. It has a lot of diversity.
Yeah. And what do you think, what was the best lesson that you've learned? Obviously, your mom was as a business owner as well. What do you think was the best thing that you've learned from her and seeing her work that you were able to kind of like integrate into your own business as well?
Trying to be a lot more of a personality, I would say, because you know, you can do the work, but if you can like give someone a positive impact while also giving them the photos that they want, I feel like it makes it even better of an experience and they'll want you back.
Yeah, and that's the key. And Jessica, I mean, just hearing Jonathan, talking about this and seeing him do the work, how does that make you feel as a mom and as a fellow business owner?
Very proud. One of the reasons I started Pic Me Photo Booth was to incorporate it into my photography. And
Mhm.
I looked at my son and I wanted to teach him entrepreneurship early. It's such a tool that to be able to make money while having fun. And it's a fun event for him. He gets to go see different experiences. So I'm very proud to see him work. One of my proudest moments is when I have my clients come up to me and just tell me and praise my son. And I mean, I'm tough on him. I'm very Marine Corps tough. And I tell him, like, hey, we're here. This is not our party. You cannot eat until we are offered, and we need to show up on time, early, and set up. I mean, do it right the first time. You won't have to do it again. But just when we get those repeat clients or just that people coming up to me and letting me know, like, he's so professional. He dresses up and he interacts with the guest and he's personable. It's been such a great experience to see him grow.
Yeah, and and Jonathan, just what advice you have because I'm sure other young people looking to get some experience, doing the work that you're doing. What is some advice that you have for other young people who want to start their own business?
Well, you have to keep yourself accountable. There's a lot of times where I don't really want to even work sometimes, but it's a really positive experience, and I feel like anytime I actually do end up going to work on the photo booths, I really enjoy my time with it.
Yeah, you got to enjoy what you do, right? And just like you said, be responsible, be accountable, things you learned from your mom. And Jessica, talk to me about how, a lot of entrepreneurs, they say these days they're getting the word out through social media and things like that. Is that kind of like, is that the advice you have for other small businesses as well? Like, how do you get the word out and getting people to come back and work with you?
I definitely recommend having a social media platform. It's free advertisement
Right.
and everybody has a form. Great way to have your brand out there. However, I am very proud to say that a lot of it is by referral. I love having other clients refer me out or people that have attended the event
Mhm.
ask for business cards or book us for another gig. So it's all about being consistent and delivering the best quality experience so that you are known for your brand and that you're going to do a great job. And I'm very happy to say that we've gotten a lot of repeat clients and a lot of referrals.
Yeah, that's so great. And you know what I love about it? And you said that you are a veteran, but you're also doing a lot to give back to the veterans community as well. So talk to us about that. And how does that make you feel that you have the opportunity to do this?
Yes. So I'm a disabled veteran. I'm a disabled veteran owned business, and I like to give back. Whenever I sell one of my art pieces, I give back 10% of my commission to some of the retreats I attended. A lot of
Mm,
veterans were facing a lot of issues. We've been at war for over 20 years with
yeah.
Iraq, Afghanistan. I was deployed twice at 19 and 20, and there is some trauma that as veterans we experience, and there's a lot of veteran retreats out there. That's kind of what inspired my photography art business, is capturing these beautiful images in Israel, inside the Grand Canyon, in Montana, at a veterans yoga retreat. There's a retreat for every type of personality, whether it's hunting, fishing, going inside camping. There's even business seminars and entrepreneurship that I've been part of with female veteran community. So I'm a big believer who much is given, much is expected. So I've been very blessed to been able to attend some of these retreats. And my goal is to not only give back, but also spread the awareness that, hey, you're struggling with not fitting in or socializing or post-traumatic stress or traumatic brain injury. Go to these retreats, go find healing. You'll find out that there's other veterans that are going through the same issues, but together we are stronger. We were stronger when we were in the service as a unit. And I just want to be able to give back with spreading the awareness as well as financially. When I sell a piece, it makes me feel so good that somebody appreciated my art. And if I can get back 10% of what I sold to that veterans retreat organization so other veterans can go and find healing, I feel like that's something that I can do with my talent.
Yeah. No, and Jonathan, let me ask you this. As a business owner and entrepreneur, a lot of times people go into it thinking, "Oh, I just want to make money, right? Be successful." But seeing your mom work and the way that she gives back, what are some of the other things that you've learned and you saw in her that makes you, a different kind of entrepreneur?
Well, I think it makes you a lot more compassionate of a person. It makes you more aware of a lot of like people's situations. Not every single party that you're going to will be the same.
Yeah.
So it's being able to see a lot of people really lets you like bask into like how much like people can differ
Yeah.
and how
Yeah.
beautiful that is.
That's really cool. And Jonathan, what is your goal? I mean, I know you're getting ready to graduate high school. What do you want to do? What's your goal?
Well, I'm actually planning on doing aerospace engineering when I leave school. Hoping to go to UNLV for the first 2 years and potentially to Embry-Riddle for the remaining to get
Wow.
my doctorate in engineering and
Wow. I
hoping
know
that
I know it's very different from Pic Me Photobooth, but do you think
yeah.
the skills that
I
you're
mean,
learning,
I mean
what you
you
think the skills you're learning now will help you whatever field you go into?
yeah, I think so. I think you're building up like the photo booth, right? But
Mhm.
no, for real, yeah, there's a lot of things. It requires a lot of interpersonal skills. Like surprisingly enough, there's a lot of like times where you really do have to interact a lot in engineering. You have to be on the same page, and this helps out a lot.
That's so amazing. What made you want to become an engineer? Did you always wanted to be one?
Uh, in middle school, I took my aerospace engineering course, and I fell in love with it. And I've been going to Rancho High School to
Yeah.
practice in the magnet program.
Yeah, that's so cool. And Jessica, I mean, I know you already said you're proud of Jonathan, but just hearing him just being so passionate. I mean, do you recommend other parents to get kids to do something early? They may not start a business, but at least doing something to kind of build on their skills, even when they're still in high school.
Yes, I do. I mean, even the day that I brought Jonathan for media training and for him to just get comfortable talking in public has been something that is so important because
Mhm.
communication is one of the things that no matter what business you're in, you're going to have to do. effectively. And for as far as the Pic Me Photobooth, one of the goals has been that while he's in college and studying, aviation engineering is a very stressful there's a lot of discipline that has to go in. I want to give him an opportunity to be able to work on his own time. Instead of having that Monday through Friday job while going to college, I figured you can work whenever you're free. You can work on weekends, you can work on holidays, and you can still go to school and have a way to provide for yourself.
Yeah, no, it's great to have this side gig, right? I mean, while going to school and making some money as well, that's really important. So, Jessica, I'm going to help you guys wrap up here, but where can people find more information about your photography and art business, but also Pic Me Photobooth?
So, with my photography and art business, you can find me on Instagram. My hashtag is JessV_777. And my website to my art business is displayed there. But my photography art business is justv.art. And you can see the work I've done, and you can buy prints online. And as far as the Pic Me Photobooth, I'll let Jonathan take it from here.
Yeah, where can we find you, Jonathan?
You can find us on Instagram on Pic Me Photobooth, as it's spelled on the cover, and that's primarily it.
Yeah. And what do you want to say? I mean, just to kind of get people out there, like come book you for your next gig. What do you want to tell people out there?
Booking for the next gig. I feel like, you want to like keep a memory of any time if you want to hang out with your friends, because you don't know how long it's going to be until you're all together again, or when you're going to experience this kind of event again.
Yeah, and I know you just did media training with me. What was the best thing you learned in that class, you think?
How to work on my body language. It's not the perfect, but I am trying. Also, just
You did great.
keeping myself from stumbling on my own words.
Yeah, and more the practice, right? And I think you did great. I'm so proud that, you're employing your media training and getting to do this interview with me. So I think it's amazing. And Jessica, you've done such a great job, not with just your business, but obviously with Jonathan. And I'm so proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much to Jessica Vargas and Jonathan Lugo, the mother and son duo who are doing amazing things with their business, Just V Photography and Just V Art, and Jonathan as well. So best of luck to both of you, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.